Yes, so as you see, welcome back to this stream, first of all. We now have the chairwoman of this stream speaking, so welcome with me, Lisa Rott, project lead CRM strategy and loyalty platforms of Deutsche Bahn. It's actually very good that you are here. We have Deutsche Bahn quite often at the digital transformation events, and it's actually amazing what Deutsche Bahn does. Because I think not every customer knows, but I think from the customer side that you represent, and we are all customers, are interested, but also what your strategy is behind it. And so we are looking forward to hearing more, and the stage is yours.
Thank you so much for having me. What I will present you today is something that is not quite the topic of this whole conference. I am from the CRM department of Deutsche Bahn. I work there for 2.5 years now, and what we basically do is we look at customer data and provide relevant information to our customers. We do that by providing a loyalty program, so it's all about earning and burning points. So let's see what we did there. We have what we present today is our journey into the digital era. What I want to tell you before I start is we are not there yet. So this will be a speech about challenges that we face and about steps that we still have to take. So please don't expect to have the solution for everything within this presentation, but I will raise some questions, of course. Okay, so let's start. What I first of all wanted to show you is what is our strategy for CRM. So for customer relationship management in total, not only the loyalty programs, but also for customer care, for example, for data segmentation, and all the topics related to CRM. So what you can see here is what we basically identified within the last, let's say, 2 years. Where are our topics that we have to work on? So first of all, we have to identify the customer, which is the first step of all in order to make relevant offers to the customer. Then the next step is understanding what the customer wants. So what we're basically trying to put forward is that the customer is more than just a number. It is Mr. Smith, Mrs. Meyer, Mr. Müller, or whoever. So we know what the customer wants from us, why is he with us, what is the behavior and stuff like this in order to provide the relevant information at the relevant time and the relevant place. So easy to say that. We want to accompany the customer while traveling with Deutsche Bahn. So we want to be the reliable partner, basically, in order to make the customer feel more comfortable when traveling with us. And we want to evolve our relationship with the customer. So not only from our perspective as a company, obviously it's all about evolving the relationship to each other. So also the customer's relationship with us and not only the company's relationship with the customer. So those are the basic fields we are working on when we talk about customer relationship management. And let's now have a look in the details of our loyalty program. So what's the loyalty program all about? So what is Bahnbonus? Some of you might not be familiar with it, so I just brought a few introductory sentences. Maybe you know payback. This is not what we do, but we still deal with points, so that's something you can keep in mind. Maybe you know Miles and More, that's also not us, but still we also deal with incentivizing travels. So maybe you know Deutsche Bahn, I suppose most of you do. Now we're really getting close to the stuff. And few of you might know Bahnbonus, that's what we are. Strike. We are the loyalty program of Deutsche Bahn. We deal with all the personal contacts, basically, so with transporting people from A to B, and with all the data, contacting, and stuff behind it. Okay, so some facts and figures about our program. Just to give you a short, brief introduction, we have about 5 million members in our program, so those are the people registered to Bahnbonus. And we have an activity rate of over 60%, so people regularly, frequently engaging with us, which is quite a lot among loyalty programs. Our logic is you earn 1 point per euro spent, and you get, in the redemption case, you get a free ticket for 1,000 points. So each of you can calculate what is your benefit actually from the program. We also are into sustainability, so we have 100 green rewards, and we do benefits which are independent from points. So for example, you have a right to book tickets before they are on the market if you are registered for the program. So this is all what we call the benefits for our customers. And let's now have a look at the real topic, namely digitalization. So let me take you on a short fairy tale story that we can tell concerning our program. Once upon a time, not that long ago, we were in the forest of paper. So what you see here on the side is actually some free tickets, some vouchers, and some stuff we still give to our customers. So what basically happens is, when you register for Bahnbonus, it's free of charge. You can do that online, yay, digitalized. Then you have card-based processes, which means you get a plastic card, which is sent to you by postal communication, so not digitalized, EU. And then there was in the past hardly any possibility to use Bahnbonus on the go. So the mobile topic was really bad within our program. And the rewards, just as I told you, you can buy them, so you redeem points for getting rewards. And I talked to one of our colleagues who's here, and he said he wanted to buy a reward, and it was told to him that it takes 10 days to be offered to him. So you buy a ticket, and this ticket is sent to you within the next 10 days by letter, obviously, because you get something like this. This is something we are working on. So what I can tell you is Bahnbonus members do really have to find their way through the paper forest and through all the paper processes we still have. We know about all those processes and we're really working on improving them. So what did we do? Oh, sorry. Where we're starting is Homo papyrus. So it's really, we were really based on paper processes in each and every single process you can imagine just around the program. Where we are now is the journey into the digital era, and where we want to go is the easy as pie with mobile first. So we are now right in the middle. Let's talk a bit about how we got there and what were the challenges and what are the challenges that are still ahead of us. So we have experienced the same challenges as most of the great companies at the market might have experienced as well. So we have a very, very, very full IT pipeline. So no space for any improvement left because there are so many improvements to make that it's always a question of prioritizing what comes first. So as Bahnbonus program, are not the core process of what Deutsche Bahn does, obviously the core process is selling tickets, we stand behind. So our prioritization is very low, and that's why we never get a slot within the IT pipeline. So this was one of the biggest challenges we faced and had to deal with it. The other thing is that we have a very long history. Deutsche Bahn is a very old company, so processes result from historically driven processes, from historically driven systems. We have one system actually providing our Bahn card, which is from the 1990s. So you really know that the systems are partly old that we use. And that's something we will have to work on, and we are working on. So which were the decisions we took in order to face those challenges that we had? First of all, from the Bambonus perspective, we had the problem with the prioritization. This is one of the main reasons why we built an app. And not the navigator app where you can buy your tickets and get information about is your train punctual, is it not punctual, but we have a single purpose app for our loyalty program, which is called the Bambonus app. I will talk about that later a bit more in depth. And we had to focus on our relevant topics as well. So prioritization within our problems and within our proper topics was a really, really big topic, and is something we will continuously have to work on in the future as well. So it's a constant fight of what does the customer want, what brings us the most turnover, what do we want as a program, what are our strategic perspectives, and all this stuff they have to take into account when prioritizing topics. Really, really a process which is never ending and which we are right now currently again deep into. The next thing we figured out is digitalization is not an end in itself. So you don't digitalize products just in order to digitalize it. You do it because your customer has a need you have to fulfill. So it could be that digitalization is the key. But if you only digitalize the process one-to-one, which you had in paper processes, you will most likely not fulfill your customer's needs. So what you actually have to do is not putting your focus on digitalization, but on meeting your customer's needs and finding out what they want. And this is something we currently are figuring out and steadily are figuring out what is the thing that the customer really wants from us apart from shortening time periods for rewards. We also figured out that one of the main topics that our customers want is the login area is really key. So the login, if you have several logins within your company, that's something everybody will consider hard to remember. So if I think about how many logins I have for several websites, my PIN codes, and all this stuff which I identify with, then it makes it even harder if I know that even in one single company, I have several accounts to log in with, and I actually can't remember which one is the one I have to use for which use case. So logging in and having one customer login database actually is key for customer engagement because people forget their logins if they don't use it. And another thing that we decided on is separating the Bambonus program from Bahncard. Most of you probably have a Bahncard themselves. It's a pricing method that we use. So if you travel a lot, you get discounts. If you buy this Bahncard, you get discounts. But it's not the same topic as loyalty. Loyalty has another focus as pricing does. And this is something that we are currently focusing on more and more in order to make it clearer for the customer. Okay, now I talked a lot about the decisions we took, so let's see what we actually did. As I said, we set up an app, the Bambonus app, in the beginning of 2019. You can see some screens over here. Some of them are newer, some of them are a bit older. But what you can see is that we actually bring across by this app the information that the customer wants from us. So what is my account status? How many points do I have? What are the rewards that I can redeem on? What are my benefits I have when using this program? And all this information consolidated in one single app and one single point of contact, actually. So what we see is this app is available for iOS and Android. We also decided on not to use Windows phones or Huawei's or something like this. So we concentrated really on the main target groups we have. And what we can see is, as I said, we have 5 million customers, and up till now, we have 1 million downloads of the app. So we can see that for a lot of people in our customer group, this is a really relevant topic, and using the program from a mobile perspective is also a really relevant topic for our customers. We also have top ratings in the app stores, the relative app stores. So in the Android app stores, a bit better than in the iOS app store, a bit better than in the Android app stores, but still. We can say that we are the best rated Deutsche Bahn app that is on the market. And the most frequently used area in the app is obviously the rewards page. And that's where you see where the focus of the customer lies on. So what the program does is instantly rewarding the customer and telling him, hey, you are important for us, you get a kind of kickback benefit from us, and that's what the customer also gets to know. And we have figured out that there are some basic factors for enhancing this app, which are really, really important for us. So what we did is we have a dedicated team working on this app. There is no such, the navigator team also does this app, or they also work on other topics or stuff like this. They are really dedicated on enhancing this product and keeping an eye on the market, seeing which are the trends that we have to follow, what are the customer feedbacks, treating the app in the way that it's also treated by our customers. So this dedicated and agile team, what we have, is one of our main assets when talking about the app. Without this team, it would not be possible that we have an app like this. What we also do is, as I said, steady enhancements. So we did not leave the app as it is from 2019 till now. Obviously, it's opening up in functions. One of the last functions we integrated was the digital card, as you can see here right in the middle. This is the digital Bahn bonus card, which you can use for earning points if you want. You can also use the plastic card if you want, but still there is a digital possibility. And how do we enhance our functionalities? How do we decide on what to do? Basically, we focus on the user feedback. Every single time we have a release, there is a lot of user feedback coming towards us via all different channels you can imagine. We even have events where we meet up with our top customers and they tell us directly back what they think about the app, what they think about Deutsche Bahn in general and stuff like this. But this is our main topic. So we look at the user feedbacks and try to improve based on what they give back to us. So one functionality we implemented based on the user feedback, for example, is people told us that they don't know how many points are going to expire in the next few days, weeks, years. This is something very painful if points expire and you could not have a reward for that. So this is something that is a very emotional thing for our customers. And we immediately focused on implementing something that gives them more security, more safety within this this logic we have. So they now have a communication within the app how many points are going to expire within the next days, weeks, and years. And this leads to better ratings on the App Store, obviously. So where are we going with this app? We're not finished, obviously, because it's never finished. Such an app is never finished. We are going towards a mobile-first strategy. So what we do is we want all core processes of Bahn Bonus implemented in this app. We want processes thought mobile-first. Currently, they are coming from the paper version of the processes and are translated into the digital version. In the future, we want it the other way around. So we want the thought of digital processes first, and then see how we, maybe, if it's necessary, can put them into paper processes as well. So a switch of mind is integrated in what we do here. And we want exclusive functionalities which are only available via this mobile channel. Why? Because we want to push the app forward and we want to give a USP to the app. So those are the points that we are working on concerning the app, but we also have other stuff which we are doing around digitalization, the loyalty program, which I can show you here. It's a bunch of things that we are talking about, actually. I will not go through all of this, but one thing really, really important for us is 100% digital rail rewards. So no sending letters and vouchers and stuff like this to our customers anymore, but having e-tokens or directly implement the points conversion into the booking flow we have. This is our goal. We also want to have an automated earn process, so people do not have to put in their number anymore in order to earn points, but only by logging in, say, okay, I logged in, I am a BAM Bonus member, that's obvious that I want to earn points. So that's something we're working on too. And the one-click registration, so-called one-click registration. Currently, you have to leave a lot of data when you register, including your name, your address, your age, and stuff like this. This is something which people do not really like. The more data they have to give, the less they will register for a program. So what we want to do is basically have a registration where you only give your email address and a password, and that's it. And then you are registered. Currently, we need all those data because we have to send you the card. But in the future, if we have a digital card, and we are moving towards this, as you saw, this will not be necessary anymore. So we can replace the data, we can skip some of the data we don't need anymore. Okay, so the end of the fairy tale is they lived happily ever after, as you say in English. They earned and redeemed points happily ever after, I hope so. And if you have any questions concerning what I just said, then please go ahead and address it to me.
For coffee, we will also now remove the vault because we will continue with the keynotes in the big configuration from this morning.